Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shelf Talk, a Common Ground Games podcast. Common Ground Games, your local game store right here located in Dallas, Texas. I am joined today by one of the store owners, Jamison. Jamison, hello.
Hello, Grant.
I'm also going to pretend like I super didn't butcher your last name at the first take of this, and we're just going to keep going with it.
Yeah, it's always amazing when somebody mispronounces sax.
Well, you know, it's funny. I don't use your last name very often, to be fair.
This is true. This is true.
This is very true. But welcome to Shelf Talk, everybody. So Jameson and I have been talking for a couple of months now about how to just better get out there to talk to everybody who comes and sees us right here in Dallas, Texas every week, and just talk to y'all about new releases, new events coming up. Just new things that we're trying to support here and around the store and any updates we have here and around the store. So we figured, we got these microphones. We might as well talk into them and talk to y'all about once a week.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we want to do video, but we're just not quite there yet, especially with the time consumption, because we're a really busy store and we always have something going on.
Yeah, absolutely. If it's not us promoting Magic pre-release, it's the release of some new TCG or some new awesome board game that's coming in, and we're running around like chickens with our heads cut off, but we do it because we love it, and we want to be able to talk more directly to all of you. So, Jameson, welcome to the podcast. I don't know if you're the host because you're the owner, or I'm the host because I'm the social media manager. We'll figure that out in due time.
Yeah, this is just a good way of, we know not everybody likes reading emails and that sort of thing, and so we thought, hey, you can just turn it on and listen to us for a few minutes and get some of the information that you might want every week.
Exactly. Maybe it's a Friday morning and you're driving in your car. You're on 75, I-35, I-30. No matter what it is, you're backed up in traffic, and you get to hear our wonderful voices talk about some board games. Which, let's go ahead and get into that. So once a week on our weekly newsletter that you can sign up for here with Common Ground Games, where you can get all new releases, information, and first hits on events and things like that. We have two highlighted games in the email that we think a lot of people should be able to check out. So, Jameson, what are our two highlighted games this week for our listeners?
So we have two fun little games this week that are brand new. The first one is Hummingbirds, which is a game made by the guy who did USopoly's recent hit Tacta. So if you played that, you understand that this guy makes some really clever little games. Hummingbirds is a sand timer game, and it's a very interesting use of sand timers because all of the sand timers are of a different length, anywhere from half a minute to 10 minutes. And you are moving your little hummingbirds around trying to get nectar from them. But the thing is if you pull up the sand timer too soon, you're losing nectar because you didn't actually finish the job. And I just thought it was a really neat, it's very colorful. It's a different sort of game. It's a different mechanic. I think it's something that families will enjoy because it's not going to be too difficult for younger kids to grasp. So it's really, it'll be really different to see once we have it out on the demo table for y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. So whenever you say sand timer, being an individual that prior to working here, I didn't necessarily have a lot of board game knowledge. So I'm gonna go ahead and be the person to ask all the kind of obvious questions here. But when you say sand timer, you're meaning like an hourglass, correct?
Yeah.
Each hourglass has a different time frame.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. I haven't really heard of a board game using that as a mechanic before.
There's been a couple of them. They've mostly been in the past cooperative and or kind of like a racing game, like a little bit of one famous one called Kitchen Panic and that sort of thing, where you're literally trying to do stuff ahead of each other and that sort of thing. So this is a different take on it because it's not cooperative and you're doing things for yourself. And I'm really interested to see how people like the game and react to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully we can get a copy of that on the demo shelf. And if you're able to try it out, let us know how it is. Like this, one thing I've learned about local game stores is that this place is so communicative and everybody wants to hear about what everybody else is playing. So if you're able to pick that up this week, go ahead and let us know in the comments how you like it. Let's go ahead into our next highlighted game of this week.
The other highlighted game is Carnuta, a new game that, while we haven't had a chance to play it yet, the actual look and feel of it is very nice. All the pieces are really clever, nice acrylic pieces and everything. And this is a game where you are playing as druids who are trying to make secret recipes using your runes and everything. And so you're trying to place and move runes around in a way without giving away to your opponents what you actually need to make your recipes, and scoring based off of that.
Oh, very nice. Being that you're a druid and you're collecting so many things, does it seem like it's fairly like easy to pick up gameplay? Is this for more experienced board gamers?
They classify this as a lightweight game as well. So like it's designed family oriented, but from the look of it too is that if you are kind of a hardcore gamer, it's one of those games where you can definitely find the joy in all of the different possibilities and combinations that are available in the game, because there's a lot of, every time you don't use all of the different recipes and runes, so it's always going to feel different every time you play.
Absolutely. And both of those games are going to be available both on our website, commongroundgames.com, and right here at our storefront on 1314 Inwood Road, right here in Dallas, Texas.
As well as this week, we do have a lot of miniature game releases and things like that. But I just wanted to also point out we have a nice big TCG release tomorrow. The Riftbound Spirit Forge set comes out. Unfortunately, we are still not getting enough of that to satisfy the demands of our community. So we will have a limit of 8 packs and a limit of 1 of the starter decks. Not all of them, just 1 of them. So, when we open tomorrow, that'll be available for people to come pick up. And while you're here too, you should check out, we got a whole bunch of foreign language Pokemon on the shelf this week. And they have some really neat things that they don't sell here in America.
Yeah, absolutely. I myself am a huge Pokemon fan, so I'm probably even going to pick some of those up whenever my paycheck comes through. And then to go back to the Riftbound limits that you were discussing, since this is a new medium, why we put so many limits on things? I know some people might be curious about, Jamison. So can you go into that, and one goes into that decision-making process?
Yeah, when a game is super popular, and unfortunately, a lot of the TCGs right now are booming. We have very large communities, and we're trying to make sure that everybody has a chance to get some product. If we sold whole booster boxes, we'd be out in a couple hours before most people even got out of work. And so we do this as a way to try and make sure everybody can get some product. We know it's difficult. We also save product for the events. So if you're participating in the events and when you get your pack per win, it's always that product, because we try and put as much back as we can to handle the whole season for those games. So it's a great way to build up your collection as the companies are still trying to catch up to the actual demand. And unfortunately, like right now, that's happening with this Riftbound, Pokemon. Some of the Magic sets have been like that. One Piece is still like that. It's a little bit of a crazy time we're in. So we just do this as a way to make sure that our community can get their hands on things.
Absolutely. And what I always tell people, whether they reach out to us on our social media channels or our Discord or anything like that, it's like, hey, what's the best way for me to get this product for this hot TCG that I'm really into, whether that be One Piece, Riftbound, Pokemon. It's simply come and play. Come and play, come to the organized events, come meet some friends. Our event staff does a fantastic job, every single one of them, on putting on these events. Our staff do a great job of taking care of brand new people to games whenever they come in. So it's really a great time and a really great opportunity. And plus, the plus side, you get some you get some sealed product that you maybe wouldn't be able to get before.
And I know for people who just want to collect, it kind of sucks if you're not really a player or anything. But those limits and allocations oftentimes are based on our player base. So the more people playing, the more product we are offered and we can get. So it's also kind of a win-win for us as well. So the more people that are playing, generally they're going to start pushing more product to us.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you come down, you get the chance to get more sealed product than you usually would just out there in the wild. So come through, come to one of our events, have a great time. You can find our entire event schedule at commongroundgames.com. And also, we put a post out every Friday morning talking about what's coming on for the next week.
Yeah, and in fact, we have a couple of fun events this weekend happening already that are not normal events.
That was a beautiful transition. I didn't need to prep you for this at all.
I've done this once or twice before. So on Saturday, we have our Pokemon Challenge. This is a higher level competitive event than just the regular weekly event. You have a chance to win some more product. There's a special promos and things like that they give away for this sort of thing. and it helps you earn your points for Worlds.
Absolutely. And I know a lot of our regulars are getting hyped up for the Houston Regional happening in March. And with a rotation coming up in April as well, this is going to be a really great time if you're going to any events prior to rotation to be able to come by, test out that last meta deck with those G regulation cards, and be able to get those championship points and kind of see where your Pokemon season shakes up.
The other thing is the Lorcana Winter Spell pre-release event is on Saturday as well. So if you're a Lorcana fan and want your first chance at the cards, that's a great way to do it. Or if you're relatively new to Lorcana and want to be able to meet some people and play with new cards and everything, because our Lorcana community here is really chill and a bunch of great people, and they're wonderful to play games with.
Absolutely. And I would say any pre-release event, no matter the game, it's a great time to come and get to learn the game with people who are also trying to learn the cards as well. Kind of no matter the card game. I mean, sometimes people will look up spoilers and things like that and understand what cards they want, but it's really just a great environment to come and learn the game. And I can just echo that. Our Lorcana peeps are just amazing people.
Yeah, it's really great. And then Saturday night, we have our monthly Gamer Night meetup, our LGBTQ meetup. And this Saturday, since it is also Valentine's Day, we're having another special Gamer Night market.
Yeah, absolutely. We have some wonderful local artisans here, a part of the Common Ground Games community and a part of the larger LGBTQ plus community, and they're going to be coming in selling some of their wares. I'm going to be talking to our very own Robert Garza, the very talented Robert Garza, talking about he'll be selling there, and we'll be talking about a couple of the other vendors that are going to be there. So we are very, very excited for that market as well. During our emails, we kind of want this podcast to be an extension to that. And in that email, we have a big highlighted event that we want everybody to know about. Jamison, what is this episode's highlighted event?
I'm actually super excited for this because the Universes Beyond stuff for Magic the Gathering is really awesome. And the next set is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And there's pretty much nobody 50 and under who doesn't know Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at this point, because they've managed to hit all of our generations, and it's just a really clever idea. Unfortunately for Wizards, a lot of the set got spoiled accidentally early, and so they went ahead and leaned into that a little bit, and so we've seen most of the rares and mythics. And y'all, this isn't Spider-Man. Sure, it's a smaller set, but this set was designed to be a smaller set, and a lot of these cards are looking really good. And so it's going to be a really fun event. However, you know us, we like to do up pre-release a little bit differently and a little bit bigger. So for our Friday night event, it's the Shell of a Time pre-release. And our special thing that we're doing this time is we got Picone's Pizza.
Yes, we got our friend Tony from up in Denton. If y'all have never been up to Denton and had the Italian food at Picone's before, I used to live, when I first started here, I lived somewhat close to Picone's. I lived in Denton and drove all the way in from Dallas. And one of my favorite things to do on a Friday night was go and pick up a pizza or a burger from Tony over at Picone's. They have fantastic food. They will be there with your buy-in to the event, right? You do
Correct.
get some Picone's pizza, and I've been talking back and forth with Tony a little bit. He's got some fun Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle themed pizzas he's gonna have on the evening, so I'm probably gonna try to sneak a couple of slices when I'm not filming the pre-release.
and like you said, if you haven't had it, it is good pizza. Our store manager Ethan was friends with him. Ethan used to be a chef before he started working here. He knows his food, and like, he wasn't kidding. This is some good pizza. And we're still going to have some of our fun drinks and snacks as well at the event, and the fun decorations. And you're even going to be able to take a picture with Michelangelo. So,
oh really? Oh, wonderful! I'm learning the hot fresh scoop here. And also, huge shout out to Ailey, our head of Teenage Mutant, our decoration. I almost said our Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle events, our Magic events, all the special pre-release events. They are the heads of that, and they just do a fantastic job putting that together and making this space just feel like a different world whenever you're playing in those Magic pre-release events. So as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan myself, I'm ready to scream cowabunga at the top of my lungs at the first moment the play space has like a lull. All right, sweet. So coming up next here, Jamison, I'm going to have you and Elijah in here. With Valentine's Day coming up, you're probably looking for something for your partner, significant other, others, whatever you're trying to celebrate this Valentine's Day, and some possible games for you to pick up to enjoy a nice evening with them.
yeah, so we thought we would talk a little bit about two-player games. So Elijah and I are big fans of two-player games, both as married couples, not to each other, but being people who are married. We like to play games with our spouses, and that sort of thing. So we have a lot of experience trying out all these two-player games, and there's lots of wonderful ones, from classics like Seven Wonders Duel and Patchwork, and Jaipur, to a lot of new modern ones like King of Tokyo and White Castle Duel, and that sort of thing. But we have a couple of, I don't know what I would, I guess I would call them favorites and things that we've been playing a lot lately and that sort of thing. So what is something y'all have been playing a lot?
We really like Toy Battle. We like Paolo Mori a lot. He's very like interactive and is very, I guess you could say, mean at times. He likes tug of war kind of stuff, but Toy Battle is like this little lane battler that takes like literally 5 minutes to play, but there's like 8 different maps, and you can do a bunch of fun little things with the different abilities that the maps have. But it's like literally you're opening a toy box, and then you have these little characters like T-Rex and Army Man and all these things like that, and they just have their own little abilities that just kind of make each game fun. And if you like lane battlers, I think it's just like a cool little small taste of what one would be. It's nothing like League of Legends or anything like that, but
it's a very fascinating little game that I have yet to win once.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the day it came out on BGA, which is Board Game Arena for those who don't know, I think I played it like 47 times in one go, and then I was like, oh, the physical copy's finally here, and then I had to get it. So I hope they make like more maps, because it was kind of cool how they did like a winter map on BGA specifically for December. So I thought that was kind of cool. That I hope they do more of those things.
Yeah. Another recent favorite of mine is Flamecraft Duels. Everybody knows, well, not everybody, but most everybody knows Flamecraft at this
pretty
point.
much.
You can't pass that box and not go, ooh, cute little dragons, And so they made this 2-player game, and I think a lot of people just assumed it was going to be Flamecraft, but for 2 players. And it's not. It uses the dragons in a very clever way. It has these nice, we got the Kickstarter editions here, so it's got this nice box, these nice weighty chips and everything in the box, and it's this clever little tactical game where you're getting to place the dragons and use their powers to actually fulfill scoring cards. And it's one of those things where I don't know what I was expecting the game to be, but it's so much better than I expected it to be.
Yeah, it's like a nice little abstract game that you can like bring on a picnic or something.
Yeah,
especially because the cards are PVC, so they're like waterproof and stuff.
The fact that the game board is the box itself too, like it's a very nice self-contained thing, and I think we were all a little surprised by that, just how quickly it plays, and it's really easy to learn, but there's so much strategy in it.
Yeah.
So that's really it's really fun. I would give it a try if you haven't. And then another one that we kind of I don't know, just stumbled upon as a new release
it was like
in November.
A really good one right at the end of the year there.
Yeah, was Wild Venture, which is this fun little 2-player kind of cutthroatish game.
Yeah, it's very Adventure Time coded.
Yes. Yeah. The art style is very Adventure Time, and you have like your clans of like frogs, bunnies, and crows.
And I like how in the art too you have like you'll have the art of one card, and then in the background of another card will be that art, but like farther away, and so like all the card art like kind of connects together. And
they put little in-jokes amongst other games like Magic the Gathering and other board games in some of the cards.
Yeah, what was the pyramid one?
So there's a card in Magic the Gathering, a really powerful old card called Ancestral Recall.
Yes.
And they literally drew the same art, but it's a crow instead of a person.
And apparently there's another one. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, the Fact or Fiction.
Yes, that one.
Yeah. I forget what they called the cards in Wild Venture, because they're like kind of punny versions of the name.
Yeah, they're close to what it is. Like, you know what it is. You can tell the designer really liked Magic the Gathering as well. What's the mechanics in it? Like, what's the big gimmick?
You are you're literally you're picking one of the clans, whether it's bunny, frog, or crow, and you are a young adventurer of that clan. And there's actually a little map with it that the cards let you either move or draw more cards or play relics or play buildings and that sort of thing. And you basically every turn are just using 2 actions based on the cards, but it's got this really cool mechanic where the cards decay.
Yeah, you essentially have, when you play a card, you'll get these things called supplies on them, and then that's how many times you can use that card, because you want to get rid of a card so that it goes under your little scoring pile, which you can't see again, and the scoring happens to be your most, or the group that you have the most of, and then the group you have the least of. So then you multiply them together, and then that's your score. So if you don't have one of the groups, that's 0.
Yeah.
So you can get 0. You just got to remember to get one of each right away.
Yeah.
But it's a cool system. I remember when we first played it, my wife said that this is what she wished Everdell's tableau building was. And so it's a very like snappy 2-player game. It's not like the shortest game ever, but it's not like long by any means. But it's a good like length, especially when you get to know the cards more.
Well, we always have played the game like they actually give you the option to only play with like certain sets of cards.
So that's smaller deck.
So you can make it shorter. We just, being who we are, we always just mix everything
you just
together.
throw it all in. I want to see everything.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to miss out on any stuff.
and it's nice too, because even as competitive as the game is, it's really hard to tell who's winning the whole time, and it never feels like, oh, I just can't do anything. So you're both like really paying attention to the game the whole time.
Yeah, and you especially want to get the card, the incredibly wealthy Frog Bachelor, because it lets you get really expensive stuff for free, but he's also very expensive, and he's skiing on the art, and he's just like flying away. And so it's just really, the art's really funny to me.
Yeah, it's really clever. So all of these games are available in the store. Right now you can order it on our website to pick up in store, or just come on in, and I believe all of them are on our demo wall as well, so you can try them out first if you want even.
I very much encourage trying all of them. They're each have their own different things, and I think they're all really cool in their own right.
Yeah.
So
I mean, why not just grab all 3?
Yeah, might as well. They're not even that expensive either.
Yeah.
Except maybe Flamecraft Duel is a little pricier just because it's the deluxe version.
But even then, it's only $40. And so, like, when you actually look at it, like, that's surprising.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we were actually a little surprised by that. But I think Toy Battle's only, like, 25?
Toy Battle's like 30, I
yeah,
think.
Something like
it's nothing. And it comes with, like, a nice little stand, and the cardboard tiles are really thick. You have these little wooden tokens and stuff, so it's just really nice. And the fact that there's 4 boards in there too that are double-sided, so you have a lot of like replayability in there too.
Yeah, and then Wild Venture, I believe, is like 35, and it comes with a lot of cards.
Yeah, the board is double-sided as well. You have a ton of different card combos for those who like card combos. So just a lot of cool different mechanics. So there's something for everybody, I think.
Yeah, so like if you're looking, like I said, if you're looking for something to hang out and play with your spouse this weekend, or that special someone, just come and grab a game. It's one of the more fun, relaxing things you can do.
And hello, everyone. We are back on Shelf Talk, the Common Ground Games podcast. I am here with Common Ground Games' own Robert Garza. Robert, hello.
Hello.
I got your last name right. I totally butchered Jamison's last name on the first take. Let me tell you. But we are super excited. We have started this new project here at Common Ground Games where we've been teaming up with our friends over at DFW Gamers, working on a monthly gamer night social for all of our LGBTQ plus friends to come, hang out at the store, meet like-minded people, play some games, and have a good time. And this past Christmas, we did our first ever vendor market, which you were a guest at.
Yes, I was there.
Absolutely you were. And we are so happy to be bringing it back on Valentine's Day. So this Saturday, February 14th, if you come into Common Ground Games, you will see Robert as well as Ashley Bohannon, Hairbrain Designs, and Brand. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. We're going to have a bunch of... all of them are going to be in our play space. We are going to be selling some wares. Robert, do you want to let us know about the art you're going to be selling?
Yeah, so I'll largely be selling smaller paintings of mine, prints and stickers and buttons that I have available. A lot of my artwork depicts basically the male figure, and a lot of emotional connection that people might have with the male figure, and my own personal stories that I tell with a lot of my pieces. But a lot of these are going to be smaller carryable works, and like I said, stickers and buttons and smaller prints if I have them. Yeah, that's basically going to be the large and small of my work, and it's been basically what I bring every market, and I think a lot of people seem to enjoy that type of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love our markets, because I mean I'm a customer of Robert as well as a friend and a coworker. I have one of Robert's beautiful pieces in my living room. Actually,
No.
I got him to do it for myself and my wife's anniversary last year. So I love Robert's art. I love the art of all of our vendors. So if you're looking for the gift for the nerdy person in you, or if you're looking for some good LGBTQ plus art to hang on your wall, this will be a great time in order to do it on February 14th from 5 to 10 p.m. right here in the Common Ground Games play space. You'll be able to see Robert and all of our other vendors selling their wares on the day to get that nice special homemade gift for that special person in your life.
Yeah, come on down and see us. Come say hi. Come spend Valentine's Day evening in a fun place, very inclusive, very welcoming. And then, yeah, just check out the sites.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? It's a day about love, and we love games. We love our community. We love supporting our community, and we love having all of y'all out to all of our different events. So please feel free to come down, come say hi to all of our vendors, and we hope to see you all here on Valentine's Day. Robert, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you all so much for joining us here on the first episode of Shelf Talk, the Common Ground Games local game store podcast right here in Dallas, Texas. If you want to check out this episode and many other episodes, they are going to be posted on the Common Ground Games website, commongroundgames.com, or our YouTube channel that is Common Ground Games. Be sure to sign up for our newsletter so you can get the first details on new releases for TCGs, RPGs, board games, and everything in between that we sell here. Thank you all so much for listening, and we will catch you next time.